All right, kiddos, mathematicians. This is a no frills video. We're just gonna get straight to work, so that I can put the QR code on here and you can get directly to the study guide part 3 answers. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Alexis has $10. Will she be able to buy a burger for $5.49, chips, and a milkshake? All right, so I need to find the total, and that's $5.49. One set of chips and milkshake. 9 times 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 7 is 15, I think, anyways. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I sure hope I'm not making any mistakes. And then I'm subtracting it from 10 so that I can use the amount remaining in my reasoning. See how it says reasoning? -4. Okay, so, okay, Alexis can purchase these items with $10. She will have 43 cents left over. Okay. Okay, great. All right. Moving along, more decimals. Notice I am lining up my decimal places. I do happen to have 9/10 minus 5/10. That's 4/10. And then I have to borrow. So now I have 11 ones minus 4 ones. 11 minus 4, I think that's 7. And then I still have 110. So that's my final difference. Remember, difference is the answer to to a subtraction problem. Oh my goodness. And now I'm subtracting 3 and 63 hundredths from 46. Notice I need two placeholders, 5, 10, 9, 10. I have 7, 3, 2, and 42. So I have 42 and 32 sevenths. I just want to make sure I did that right. Yeah, looking like it. All right, nice. So the answer is 42 and 37 hundredths, and this is 17 and 4 tenths. Next page. All right, I'm finding the sum of 3 fractions. This is super fun. I love this stuff. I actually do. All right, so I want to find the greatest. Nope, I want to find the least common multiple. Okay, and so I'm thinking 6, 12, 18. I'm thinking 4, 8, 12, 16. And then I'm thinking 2 is even. It can go into all of them. And so it looks like 12 is the winner. All right, so I'm going to set my table up 12s, 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 times fraction bar, times fraction bar, times fraction bar. Now, I'm getting ready to do some work. I got 12 divided by 6 is 2. Goose, gander, 2. 2 twelves is equal to 1/6. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 has the numbers keep their identity. 9 twelfths is equal to 3 fourths. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 twelfths is equal to 1/2. I have 2 twelfths plus 9 twelfths plus 6 twelfths. That's going to equal 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 6, still just twelfths. I have 17 twelfths. That's also equal to 1 and 5 twelfths because I divided and there's 1 and 5 twelfths left over. So I can have any of these answers. Okay, and then that's how we combine them. All right. Of all the books in Miss Cook's library, 1/4 of the books are fiction. So I have fiction, 1/4 writing as I'm reading. And then 3/6, that's half, are graphic novels. What fractions are fiction, animal stories, or graphic novel. So this or means like add it. Okay, so this means add because I need both information. All right, so now I have 1/4 plus 3/6. Luckily, I just used 12ths. And so I know it's going to be times fraction bar times fraction bar. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Goose gander 6. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Gander 3. 1 times 3. So now I have 3 plus 6. Still over 12. And that's 9/12. I could divide that by a form of 1 that is 3 over 3. And I could get 3/4. Of all books are fiction, animal stories, and graphic novels. Okay, those are correct. All right, here we go. There are 18 students in Miss Avila's class. Miss Avila will assign an equal number of pages for each student to read aloud from a book. Ooh, 45 total pages. And I am assigning an equal number of 18 students. So I'm going to do 45 divided by 18. Sweet. I'm going to make this look like a fractiones because I want to. And that's also division. So I'm going to count by 18. And on the side, I'm going to find my sums. 16, 36, 18, 36. I don't need to go beyond that because 45 is only 9 away. So I'm not going to have another 18. So that's going to be 2. 2 times 18 is 36. I'm subtracting 5, 7, 8, 9. And it's going to be 9/18. So I have 2 and 9/18, and that equals 45/18. And then that actually reduces if I divide by 9 over 9. That's going to reduce to 1/2. So it's going to be 2 and 1/2. Ooh, that was a tricky problem. Lots of things going on here. But it looks like each student will read 2 and 1/2 pages. All right. Zaza. Zaza ran 4.5 miles and Haley ran 2/3 as far. Okay, so I want just to translate this. It's 2/3 as far as 4 and 1/2. Okay, so that means it's 2/3 of 4 and 1/2, which means it's 2/3 times 4 and 1/2. Okay, that's what it means when you're using these words. Words translate into expressions. Mathematicians solve expressions. Problem is, I need this to be improper or fraction greater than 1. So I'm going to keep 2/3, and then I'm going to have 4 sets of 2 plus 1 more piece, right? Over 2. 4 sets of 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 over 2. And I'm going to multiply across. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 2 is 6. And now I have 18 divided by 6. And I know that that is 3. So this equals 3. So Haley ran 3 miles. That is 2/3 of 4 and 1/2. And doesn't that make sense? Because like 3 is on its way to being 4 and 1/2. And if I took a bar graph, I could say up 2/3, I need to split 4 and 1/2 divided by 3, which is technically what I did here. I divided it by 3. I'm gonna get 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Now, that information came from my head, so I'm not expecting you to know this, but maybe you know what 1/2 of 3 is, and so you're good. But anyways, yes, 3 miles, Haley. All right, which set of statements are true? Oh, we gotta read, baby read. All right, all rectangles are quadrilateral. That is true. Rectangles, quadrilaterals have 4 sides. Thus, all rectangles have 4 sides. This is true. Let's see. All trapezoids are squares. All rectangles are trapezoids, potentially. All trapezoids have four right angles. All squares are quadrilaterals. True. All quadrilaterals have acute angles. Not true. Okay, I like A. All right, next one. Package contains 1/3 pound of deli meat divided evenly among 4 sandwiches. So I have 1/3 divided by 4. Or how many if I'm splitting 4 into I'm gonna turn it into 1/4. Sorry. What did I used to say? It's so late. So sorry. What did I used to say? I don't know. Remind me if you can on Thursday. I'd really appreciate it. And then I'm multiplying it by 1/3, and that becomes 1/12 pound on each sandwich bread, right? Sandwich. Okay, so that's this one. And look at this, just trying to trick you out with the 4 and the 3 and the 3 and the 4. Oh, okay, but yes, 1/3 divided by 4. 4. I forget what I said. Please remind me. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. The amount of milk, I love these problems. The amount of milk needed for 5 recipes. So each X is a recipe, FYI, X equals a recipe. Okay. Um, so, and I'm gonna have to figure out how many pieces in between. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in between 0 and 1. So this is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Okay, I'm just making some room here. So my recipe milk needed is 1/4 plus 1/4. My next X is at 1 and 1/4. My next X is at 1 and 1/2. And then I have 2. For this problem, I'm going to separate the whole numbers so I don't forget them later. 1, 1, and 2. So I have 4 to start, but I'm going to get whole numbers and everything else. So crossing that off. Then I have 1/4 plus 1/4 plus another 1/4 plus 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. So this is 3/4 plus 1/2. I'm gonna have to turn 1/2 into an equivalent fraction. And I'm gonna get 2/4. So really I have 3/4 plus 2/4 plus my whole numbers. That is 5/4, which I know is 1 and 1/4. So I am adding this to 4 and 1/4, and the total is 5 and 1/4. Ooh, it was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, it's okay. You can do that. You can do it. You do hard things. I promise. I promise. I promise. Oh, what was that? All right, last one for this one. Okay, which table shows expressions that represent these? 8 more than the product of 5 and 7. Well, this one definitely doesn't. So I'm crossing that off. See how it says like 8 plus 5? No way. And then I'm also, oh, okay, well, let's just keep, this one's also wrong. So I'm going to keep these two in play because I have 5 times 7 and plus 8. And they're the same. All right, cool. Next, so this means this one's out too. I'd only go look at these 2 problems. 5 times the sum of 7 and 8. Ah, okay, I need to have this one because the sum has to happen first, based on the words. 5 times the sum, 7 plus 8 is the sum. I need to do that first. The reason why this does not need parentheses is because we would do multiplication first anyway, and then add. All right. Please study. Holler if you need any help. Yeah, have a great night. Love you.